former Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi and former national leader of New Nigeria People Party, Rabiu Kwankwaso, have both aligned with the New Nigeria Democratic Congress, known as the NDC, in what analysts are calling the clearest attempt to build a third political force ahead of the 2027 general election. This shift comes as the African Democratic Congress ADC suffer a major wave of defection that raises questions about its survival as a credible opposition platform in Nigeria. Well, to understand this movement, we must first look at the speed and nature of recent political movements. Within a short period, ADC have lost key figures across the state chapter. At the same time, Obi and Kwankwaso engagement with the NDC have moved from speculation to confirmation. Tonight, who we ask, is this the beginning of a new political alignment or another cycle of familiar fragmentation of the opposition? Why the short stay in ADC? How prepared is the NDC? And can the Northern embrace Obi under this new platform? Also, we will look at the official declaration of Senator Joel-Onowakpo Thomas, representing Delta South Senatorial District, in what many termed as the mother of all declaration. Good evening and welcome to this week's political update on the Trumpet TV. I remain your host, Oba Silva. Now let's begin with Delta State, where political attention shifted to the Delta South Senatorial District, where leaders and major stakeholders of All Progressive Congress APC on May 1st converged in Ole Township Stadium, the headquarters of Isoko South local government area of the state, for the formal declaration of Senator Joel-Onowakpo Thomas as he signaled his intention to seek a second term in the Nigerian Senate. The event described as major political gathering brought together party executives from across the 8 local governments across the district of Delta South Senatorial District. Within the APC cycle in Delta South, the declaration is more than a formality. It was a signal of consolidation ahead of the 2027 general election. The invitation extends to the State Working Committee, members and local government chairmen, ward executive, and grassroots mobilizer. Party insider described the move as part of the early alignment effort to strengthen internal unity and prepare the ground for electoral competitiveness in the district. Senator Joel-Onowakpo's legislative performance were clearly measured through the bill he has sponsored at the National Assembly. Reports indicate that he has sponsored and co-sponsored bills of about 8 in numbers, which focus on economic development, governance reform, and regional advancement. This legislative effort, while not all concluded, reflects an attempt to position Delta South within the national policy discussion. Among the key areas highlighted are economic empowerment framework, fiscal reform, and institutional strengthening proposal aimed at improving service delivery. But beyond legislation, Senator Joel-Onowakpo's tenure have also been marked by constitutional intervention and empowerment initiative, especially for the youth. In different communities across Delta South, there have been reports of skill acquisition programs, small business support schemes, and also youth empowerment initiative. Infrastructure-related intervention have also been noted, particularly in rural access support and community development. Projects facilitated through constituency projects to improve the lives of the people. Supporters argue that this effort demonstrates a representative closely engaged with the local need and achievement which have not been seen for the past 24 years. So, what started as a quiet consultation by Senator Joel-Onowakpo concluded by a mega rally where Joel took to the stage to officially declare his ambition. Let us take a listen.
Opportunities that my re-election will bring, and after due consultation with my family and people stakeholders, I hereby formally declare to seek your support for re-election.
Now, back from Delta South, let's focus on Obi Kwankwaso move to NDC on Sunday, May 2026. Former Anambra Governor Peter Obi and former Kano Governor Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso formally received their membership card at the NDC headquarters in Abuja after a closed-door meeting with the party leaders, including former Bayelsa State Governor and leader of the party, Saraki Dixon. Within just 24 hours, report confirmed that 18 federal lawmakers, mostly from ADC, defected to the NDC, signaling a new major realignment. Obedient movement supporters have also largely followed, hailing it as a courageous and strategic move. While Kwankwaso is already urging mass registration with NDC before the INEC deadline. The question many in Nigeria are asking is simple. Why leave an established opposition coalition for a relatively new party like the NDC? First is the internal conflict among the ADC leaders. Over time, disagreement over control, strategy, and leadership direction created friction within the leader that weakened the coalition ability to function as a united opposition platform. A second reason is that there are unresolved issues of zoning. There have been no firm agreement with the opposition bloc on zoning the presidential ticket to the southern Nigeria area. These uncertainties have continued to generate tension, especially among certain aspirants who feel politically sidelined. Closely tied to that is the perceived unwillingness within some influential opposition cycle in the party, particularly around Atiku Abubakar's political base, to fully support a certain presidential arrangement in the forthcoming election. That perception has further deepened mistrust and accelerated realignment within that context that the NDC has presented itself as a fresh platform, free from long-standing disputes that have shown and slowed down other opposition structures within the country. During the process of talking with the NDC and taking his membership card, Peter Obi was quoted as appealing to calm and political responsibility. He reportedly said that he was pleading with government and supporters not to follow him into NDC with court cases, a remark interpreted as a call to avoid legal confrontation and allow political engagement to take its natural course. In that sense, the movement is framed not just as a party switch, but as an attempt to reset the terms of opposition politics ahead of 2027 general election. But critics argue that Obi is not prepared for the presidency, as he easily run away from major political fight to get the presidential ticket. Others have accused him of always looking for a free platform or free presidential ticket. While the ADC gained attention, ADC is facing internal strain. Several state executives and local governments have reportedly moved to other parties or withdrawn their active participation within the party. In at least 4 states, party offices have reportedly reduced activity. Meetings are irregular and further structure have weakened. Party loyalists blame unresolved post-election tension and lack of a clear national direction for this major loss. The question now is whether ADC can still function as a national platform or whether it has effectively lost its competitive edge in Nigeria politics. Attention now shifts to the new Nigeria Democratic Congress. It is one thing to attract political heavyweights. It is yet another to build a national structure capable of winning election. The NDC is still in its formative stage. What it has now is simple visibility, not machinery. Nigeria political system requires deep grassroots structure, ward-level coordination, and strong fundamental network. Obi brings popularity. Kwankwaso brings data structure. But merging these two into a single discipline platform is not automatic. It requires a lot of effort. So the question is, whether the NDC is the movement or a machine. At this stage, we can say it is a movement with potential of becoming a machine, but only if internal competitions is managed early and effectively. One of the most sensitive questions in this new alignment is regional acceptance, particularly in the north. Peter Obi have made early gain in the urban northern center since 2023, but acceptance at the grassroots level remain mixed and very complex. Kwankwaso influence helped to bridge this gap, but it does not automatically transfer loyalty. In northern politics, trust is built over time through consistent engagement, not just mere alliance or announcement. And with Atiku on the ballot in 2027 via the ADC, northern vote could be fragmented. So, is this partnership enough to secure the North? Not yet. It improves visibility, but the electoral accord depends on mobilization network, region and traditional leadership engagement, and sustained presence. The final question is whether Nigeria is heading towards a repeat of the 2023 general election, where the opposition fragmentation shaped the outcome of the election. 2023 elections show clearly that divided opposition strength could become diluted at the ballot box. Yes, multiple strong personalities running separately can weaken overall impact in any election. The correct movement into NDC could correct that, but it could also recreate fragmentation under a new label if not properly structured. So, unity remains a central issue in this whole bid discussion. Yes, without disciplined coalition management, Nigeria risks repeat of the same cycle, only with different names. Tonight's development raises more questions than answers. Obi and Kwankwaso move to the ADC has shaped conversation around Nigeria opposition landscape and politics. The ADC is struggling with defection, while the NDC faces the challenge of turning political momentum into a stable national structure that is capable of winning elections. So, Is Nigeria witnessing the rise of a true third force, or simply rare rearrangement of familiar political actors under new names and banners? Only time will tell. Thank you very much for keeping a date with us on Political Update on the Trumpet TV. Until next week, we will bring you yet another issue in our politics. Thank you for watching, and good night.